Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
Getting down fresh out, Prison Talk. And I guess this is breaking news, man. Rapper Lil Durk charged with murder for hire in retaliation for the killing of musician King Von. Man, what? Federal charges were filed against Kayvon, London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston, according to the indictment in the U.S. court in Los Angeles obtained by TMZ. Prosecutors alleged that all five men named in the indictment have ties to the rap group Only the Family, OTF, formed by Lil Durk in 2010. While the Chicago native 32 isn't named as a defendant, he has vehemently denied claims that OTF is a gang. Officials claim the men organized the August 2022 shooting in Los Angeles, California as direct retaliation for the 2020 deaths of emerging rapper King Von. Von was fatally shot by Quando's associate, Lil Tim, following a heated argument. According to the indictment, officials allege that the men used OTF associated credit card to purchase plane tickets to Los Angeles in August 2022. It is alleged that the trip's purpose was to search for Quando Rondo. Once there, Grant allegedly booked a hotel room for the men to stay at, where he provided them with firearms, prosecutors say. Grant also allegedly rented two cars the men used to follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin, Savage Robinson. Once the pair had stopped for gas, Houston allegedly drove into a nearby alley before Jones, Lindsay, and the third identified man carried out the shooting. Rondo was not injured in the shooting, however, Robinson was fatally wounded. After the shooting, the defendants went to a nearby eatery to discuss payment, the indictment adds. The same day, the credit card was used to purchase plane tickets for Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston to travel back to Chicago. Prosecutors said that on the same day as the shooting, an unarmed co-conspirator used an OTF-associated credit card to purchase plane tickets for Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston to return to Chicago. According to TMZ, Jones and Houston have hearings scheduled in Chicago on Monday. Grant, Wilson, and Lindsay have waived their right to a hearing and will instead be sent to Los Angeles. The Post has reached out to Lil Durk's reps for comment. It's not Lil Durk's first run-in with the law. He previously faced 5 felony charges stemming from alleged connection to a February 2019 shooting. Yeah, man. I always tell you guys, murder has no statute of limitation. Anytime they can find evidence, they can reopen a cold case. It could be 30 years, 40 years, it doesn't matter. They can come get you in a wheelchair. And with technology now, and technology into the future, all they got to do is go back and open a case, look at old evidence, match it, and you could be going down. And what they'll do is, if they want you bad enough, they'll squeeze anybody that's associated with the murder as a co-conspirator, and of course they're going to turn around and tell on you. They're going to squeeze them for possible immunity in exchange for a conviction, because if you're anybody, then that name is how some of these prosecutors make their bones. So yeah, major case, and it didn't even take long for them to go back and connect the dots. Not saying that these guys haven't been convicted, it's all alleged, but as it will unfold, things usually start to expose themselves. So I tell you guys, youngsters, man, whatever you're involved in, check yourself and just think about if you want to sacrifice your life for whatever it is you got going on the street, for a life of top ramen, beef sausages, man butt, and living under somebody else's rules. It's all a trade-off, man. I'm not trying to tell you what you should do with yay and nay, but I'm just saying there is a trade-off, and you got to make choices. And what may seem like an easy out, or something that's easy to get away with, you can't make no mistakes. And these detectives, they can keep going back to figure it out until they get it right. And murder for hire, anything with murder, no statute of limitation, man. So we'll see how this unfolds. Man, the rap game, hip hop culture, man, it's going down.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in.
Fresh Out Ministries, we're doing a new program where we're doing a takeover of a mom pop cafe or restaurant, and we're doing a pay it forward. So we're going to offer free meals at this particular restaurant or cafe, mom pop, for a certain amount of time, and we are asking that you make a donation to pay it forward so that we can continue doing this program for other mom pop restaurants and cafes, because we know that it's hard times out here. You have a lot of people that talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And so we're actually walking the walk. We've been doing it for over 11 years on social media. We've been getting shadow banned. We've been getting demonetized. So we want to give back, and this is our way of giving back to helping everybody through these trying times with this economy. A lot of churches, they got $100 billion, and you don't see them out here helping the people who are in times of need, but they're still taking in the form of donations. But how's it helping the community? We want to build a community sense where we help each other. We can all overcome. You can't sit around waiting for somebody to save you. You got to save yourself. And this is the way you do it. So by us being able to do these takeovers with Fresh Out Ministries, with the mom pop restaurants and cafes, we want to build a film, talk to you guys, get your feedback on what's going on right now in society. Hopefully you guys find it in your heart to donate. This donation, which is a pay it forward, will allow us to do other mom pops around the country eventually. But right now we're going to be in Southern California and Los Angeles, Orange County. So hey, reach out to your local businesses there. And if you are out of town in another area and you would like us to come there, if you provide the necessary means, we will come there also and do the same pay it forward. But right now, hey, if you're in locally in Los Angeles, Orange County, hit us up, freshoutseries@gmail.com. You can also make a donation on our link tree on our Instagram at Fresh Out Series. We look forward to seeing you guys.